Now today I am teaching concentration of solution. What is the meaning of the concentration of solution? How much solute dissolve in a solvent. That is known as the concentration of solution. Suppose that if 100 gram of the suppose the 1 glass of water, you are given the less of the sugar is there, then what you will say? Concentration of sugar solution is less. If you are given the more sugar is there, then what you will say? The more of the hair less, then you will say higher concentration of the sugar solution. That's why concentration indicated there how much solute are mixed in the given solvent. Suppose that how we know the concentration of the solution? Concentration of solution. Solution. Mass of solute. Similar to mass of solute by mass of solution. Mass of solution into 100. Then we know the concentration of solution. Suppose I have given one problem is there. If 330 gram of water or 70 gram of salt mix in 300 gram of water. Find the concentration of solution. Find the concentration of solution. Concentration of solution. You know it there, then how you will do it there? Then we know it there. What we know it there? Concentration of solution. Mass of solute by mass of solvent. Mass of solvent. How much solute has given? 70 gram of solute. Because we are given the 70 gram of sugar mixed in the 300 gram of water. So this is the solute, 70 gram is the solute and water is the solvent. Then we know the concentration of solution. Concentration of solution is the mass of solute 70 gram. Mass of solution, we know it there. Solution is the solute plus solvent. Solute plus solvent. Then how much is solute given? 70 gram and solvent has given 300 gram. This is the 370. This is the solution. This is the solution. The solution is the 370 according to formula into 100. Now cut it there. After cutting, you multiply it there. 700, 1010 cancel there. 700 by 37 divide it there. Percentage. Find the percentage. Then now you understand. First we know mass of the solute by the mass of the solvent into 100. Then suppose that one problem has given it there. If 400 gram of solution of saline contain 100 gram of salt. Find the concentration of solution. Concentration of solution. Remember it what is given here. What given? Concentration of solution, but we know concentration of solution is equal to mass of solute. Mass has given 100 gram of salt, 100 gram, and 400 gram of solution is given. That's why here remember we will not adding it there because already solution has given the 400 gram by 400 into 100. Here we will, because solution has given, not solute given, solvent given. Then 1010 cancel, 1010 cancel, 425 to 100, concentration of solution 25%. Understood how we do that? First we second problem what happened? Already solution is given, but in the first case was given solute and solvent is given is there. And in this way, a lot of problems given in your NCERT book, all the problem you will solve it there. If any problem will come, you ask to me. Suppose the two liquids are mixed up together. Then how we know the concentration? Both then volume. Then concentration of solution is the volume of solute and volume of solution into 100. Here both are the mixture. Because both are the mixture. What happened? Solvent is there. Alcohol is also liquid and the water is also liquid. So two liquid has given it there. Then how we know it there? Then volume of solute by volume of solution into 100. Same problem. Suppose that one problem has given a solution contains 50 ml of alcohol mixed with 150 ml of water. Calculate the concentration of solution. Then we know concentration of solution is the concentration of solution means volume of solute by volume of solution into 100. Then how will now volume of solute alcohol, how much alcohol has given? 50 gram of alcohol mixed in the 150 ml of water. Then 50 ml of water, then solution is the solution means 50, 150 plus 50. Then we know the volume of solute is 50 and volume of the solution is 200 into 100. 20 cancel. 225 to 100 means 25%. Same as did there, but here we write the volume and there we write the mass. But problem is the same. Now if 45 ml of acetone is present in 200 ml of aqueous solution, find the concentration of solution. Then how we know the volume? Here you see volume of salt has given the 45 ml of acetone, 45, and solution already mentioned is there 200 ml of aqueous solution, 200 into 100. 45 by 2 is equal to 22.5%. You can find by the volume 22.5. Now we are going to saturated and unsaturated. But here, how we know the saturated solution? Saturation means mass has given. How much mass has given solvent? Means I mean to say, suppose 100 gram of water, how much solute will be dissolved there? How will make the saturated solution? Suppose that here mass has given 100 ml of water, here given 100 ml of water, make a solution. Now you are taken the 1 kg of salt. 1 kg of salt you have taken it there. Now you take 1 spoon, mix it there, dissolve it there. Again you are taken it there. Lastly what happened? One time will become, no more solute will be dissolved there. Now you will dissolve it there by the spoon. Then what you will see there? It will be same as the form, not soluble is there. Then we can say it make the saturation. After that what happened? We have taken the 100 kg of the salt and mix it there, some mix. After that we weight of this salt is there. Suppose that this is after that 800 gram will be left with there. It's 100 gram or 900 gram will be left there. Then what happens is 100 gram we are mixing there. Then we can say that 100 gram of water mixed with 100 gram of salt, it make a saturated solution. Means here what happens is solvent and solute mass is given. Means in the 100 ml of water, how much solute is present is there? then we can know it is saturated. No more solute can be dissolved in the given mass of the solvent. Is known as the saturated solution. Unsaturated, if we can dissolve more to more, then we can say unsaturated. Now, understand what is the saturated? No more solute can be dissolved in the given mass of the solvent. That is known as the saturated solution. Now, effect of heating and cooling. Effect of heat and cooling. Heating and cooling. Now what happens is that you make a saturated solution. After that what happens? You are given the heat is there. When you are given heat is there, then what will see there? More salt will be dissolved there. Now after that what happens? Keep it for some time, cooling it there. Then what will see? Observe it there. How much salt you are mixing more? They will make one layer is there. I given the one of the example of there. You know how rasgulla is formed there. First what happened? They take the water is there in the soap. You will see. And what happened? They are given the sugar. They are heating the water. More to more sugar has given it there. After that making the rasgulla, they are pour it here. After pouring, what happened is there? Left it there for cooling. When cooling is there, extra of the how much sugar it will dissolve it there. They what happened? They crystal form. They what happened? They cover the all of the sweet and make the rasgulla sweet. Because more, how much more you are given, they will make the solid form. Again form the solid form. That is called the saturated and unsaturated heating. What happened? The heating. In case of the heating, solute, then more solute can be dissolved. But cooling, what happened is that less of the then how much more given, they again become the solid form. Saturated means more solute can be dissolved in the given solution. Mass of how much you are given, if more solute can be dissolved, then it becomes the unsaturated. Saturated, no more solute can be dissolved, but unsaturated, more can be dissolved in there. When unsaturated,